Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is Sunday, April 11th, 2021. And I have a lot that I want to touch on. I have a lot to go over, but I want to keep it confined to about 10 or 12 minutes. So before I dive into it, I'm going to implore you, please hit like and subscribe down below. I know a lot of you already have and do, and I appreciate you. But there is a significant number of people who are viewing that are not subscribed. So please, if you could just take a moment to help a guy out, please just hit like and subscribe. That would be great. Okay, before I get into it, I'm going to have my lovely wife hit a 10-minute timer. But wait a minute, I got to tell a story before you hit the timer. So it's not included in the 10 minutes. I just see this like a little bit of silliness, a little bit of unwarranted euphoria in our society right now. And it's because of the false narrative that's being pushed by the media, by the government. Oh, look at this outrageous rebound. Man, things are really, what? That's not the news. That's not real. Of course, there's going to be an economic uptick when you inject $1.9 trillion into an economy. Like Jim Rogers says, hey, give me $1.9 trillion. I'll show you a good time. That's what's happening right now. It's the good time. I've referred to it in a previous video as the Biden bump. But when I'm talking about this euphoria, I'm really talking about the people in your community, the people you interact with every day. The majority of people that I interact with seem to think, yeah, it looks like everything's going to be all right. We're doing good. And that's fine for them to think that. It's like we're in a snow globe. And when you shake the snow globe, what's floating around right now is a whole bunch of money. Well, who wouldn't want to be in a snow globe with a whole bunch of money jumping around it? The money is obscuring our view of what's really going on with the markets, right? It's like people can't see what's really happening. And what they don't know is that the snow globe has actually been tossed into the trash, but you're still in the snow globe with money floating around. So you have no idea you're in the trash. And the trash can's about to get dumped into the compactor and smashed. Let me bring some clarity to that statement about where we really are. Okay? So, without further ado, please, would you start the 10-minute timer now? Oh, the anxiety. Okay, so here we go. 10 minutes. I'm going to delve into it. Don't get me wrong. I think, yes, 1.9 trillion injected into the economy. Guess what? We're going to see an uptick. Like I said, it's the Biden bump, right? The 1.9 trillion going to our economy. Yes, there is an uptick in our economy. I don't think it's long lasting though. This is short term unless they continue to inject more and more money into our economy, which I think they're going to do under the guise of infrastructure or whatever thing they come up with, whatever reason they come up with to give us more money or give projects more money. And then they're going to use it like under the guise of, oh, it's job creation. But they haven't done any job creation up to this point. Let's just be clear where we're at, right? None of the stimulus money was for vocational training or creating jobs, right? This was all just to keep the economy afloat. A quarter of all of our currency, a quarter of our money was printed in 2020. All of the US dollar bills in the world, a quarter of them were printed in 2020. And we're supposed to believe like, oh yeah, we're roaring back. Everyone's vaccinated. Hey, guess what? People are flying again. That's good. I'm great. People are driving again. Guess what? You're probably going to see it. That's an uptick for things like oil, right? It's good for that commodity. People are going to be using more oil. But I want to be absolutely clear about this. There is no indication of long-term economic recovery. None. And I can prove it because none of this stimulus, there was no job creation, like I just said, right? There's no productivity increase. Did you see a big production increase? No. There's no increase in productivity. In fact, we're paying people to sit on their couch and not go to work. It's not like, oh, yeah, no, there's this huge, like, you could feel it in our culture. Like, there's this huge movement to start making products again here that are quality products and we can push out to the world and get on these containers that are going back to their cities, their countries of origin empty. There's no push to do that. There's a push for green energy. There's a push to make windmills. There's no push to like start making quality products again and bring back that shining city on the hill. Here's a fun fact. It's not by global trade either. In fact, the trade deficit has never been worse. Never been worse. Let that sink in. Because when they're pushing this, hey, we've got a real economic uptick here. The economy's roaring back. No, both things can't be true. The economy is roaring back, and we have the worst trade deficit of all time. Those two things can't be true. It's one or the other. And what is true is we have the worst trade deficit of all time. So wake up. Don't let these people convince you that, hey, everything's going to be fine tomorrow. It's not. It will be if you prepare. It will be if you prepare yourself, your family, your kids for what's coming. It will be. There'll be plenty of opportunity. But if you're just going out there and you're not worried about paying off your debt, you're getting head over heels into a new home loan, $400,000 for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath starter home, and you think that the market's just going to keep going up, you have lost your mind. Because you haven't done your homework. You certainly haven't done your homework. What? Okay, let's look at the trade deficit. Am I full of it? Maybe I am. Let's see. The power of stimmies. After decades of rampant offshoring, trade deficit hits worst ever. Followed by the authors. Duh. Yeah, there it is. You know how to read a deficit. Worst ever. Okay? wolfstreet.com. I encourage you, all of you, to go check this out. Read the article. It's worth a read. Worst trade deficit ever. Yeah, but our economy's so great. Get out of here with that noise. Okay, well, maybe I'm missing something. Because there was all this positivity about, all this job creation, like 900,000 jobs for last month, but we had like over 2 million initial unemployment claims. So maybe the unemployment claims came up this week. Let's see. Oh, here's where everybody was celebrating. 658 on March 20th. 658,000, that is. New unemployment claims. First time it dropped below 700,000 in over a year. So we were all throwing a party. There was a ticker tape parade and everything. Sorry you missed it. Guess what it was last week? 744,000. So where is that? Where is this rebound they're telling us things are so great. You want to, the Fed makes me sick because they're talking about an unemployment rate that's at 6%. The real unemployment rate can be accessed right here at Shadow Stats. Okay? This doesn't exclude people who have actually fallen off the rolls, people who've given up looking for work, people who just ran out of time. Right here, 25%. Some would argue that's actually 26%. Unemployment rate. That's worse than the Great Depression. But things are so great. Listen, if things are so great, there is absolutely no reason why the Fed would have to continue to inject liquidity into our markets. There's no reason they should have to give us any more money. The economy's so great, let it sustain itself. Let's see it walk on its own. If not, let's at least let the markets correct. Right now, you have an inflated housing market. You have the Fed buying $40 billion a month worth of mortgage-backed securities. You're not allowing things to correct. You're keeping things up. And guess what? They're gonna keep doing it. Powell says Fed will keep supporting the economy for as long as it takes. That was last month, March 19th. Well, of course they're going to. But why? Why are you continuing to support the economy if the economy is flourishing? Like there's some huge economic... The truth is, it's not. What's happening is the economy is being ballooned, inflated by all of this liquidity. There's no increase in production, kids. There's no job creation. And certainly we're not improving our place among the globe as it relates to trade. It's only getting worse. We're dependent on China. They're not dependent on us. And that's the truth. But you're not going to see that on your nightly news. You're not going to see the new unemployment claims. You're not going to see any of that. I think I'm getting close to the 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, what am I at? 33 seconds. Okay, hold on. Let me bring it back to center. Oh God. No, I don't know if I could do it. I really want to do it. Okay. That was 10 minutes. It was a 10-minute rant of what's really going on. Prepare. I hope all of you at least have a good stock of water at this point. You have a good stock of canned food. Keep tackling your negative debt. Get rid of those car payments. Get rid of any payment. Get rid of those student loans. Get rid of any type of debt that doesn't generate income. That's what you need to do. And you still got time. I'm not saying the world's going to collapse tomorrow. Not our economic world. It might collapse in a year or 2 or 3. But if you start preparing now, you'll be in a really good place and ready to scoop up some really good sales. So that's where I'm going to leave it this week. I love you guys to death. Thank you so much for viewing my silly rants. And we'll see you next week. Until then, take care and make smart choices.